y'all doing? Welcome, welcome, welcome to another episode of Brown Girls Are Beautiful, y'all. I'm your hostess and your melanated queen. Excuse me for all the rigmarole. I know I haven't been on here in a couple of days. I've been so freaking busy and exhausted, my usual. I know y'all get so tired of hearing it. Finally, flat ironed my hair, and I got that done. I think it was yesterday, early yesterday, to be exact. So I feel better about that, guys. Coming on camera for y'all. Um, Not looking fully, how I want to look, but at least I'm better than what I had been looking like, y'all. So, as you can see, I have a little break to talk to y'all. I have the car running because it's saying 37 degrees. But y'all, it is freaking freezing out here. It's cold as I don't know what. Freaking cold as I don't know what. And I'm just trying to make it through, y'all. I'm trying to make it through. Just trying to make it through. I already pretty much ate my lunch for breakfast because I was hungry. So I fixed this makeshift meal. So if you're like trying to get something really quick, fast, and in a hurry, you don't want to spend a lot of money, and you want it to be fulfilling, here is my advice. Use brown rice, guys. Brown rice can make things feel fulfilling. Use brown rice, and then you can put in like whatever seasonings you want. And then if you want to make it really fast, you could actually buy a bag of stir fry mix from right out of the grocery store in the frozen food section, like I did. I got the frozen food stir fry mix. It has pineapples already in it, and all you do is heat it up over the stove. Hey Don, all you do, make sure you like my video, Don. Heated it up right on that stove, y'all. And you should be good. I had to do what I had to do, y'all. So that's what I ate yesterday for breakfast and for lunch. And pretty much I was good for most of the day. And then I had some chocolate chip cookies that I took with me. And then today I made the same thing. I had rice already there, heated the rice up, and mixed in that stir fry mix, and then I put my own seasonings in it. I put like the cilantro, thank you for the like, missed y'all too. Cilantro, I put some Zatarain's cayenne pepper in it. I put some garlic powder and turmeric, and I just did my own little blend just to give it some added flavor. And you can do what you want. Good day to wake up to seeing you go live. Thank you so much. So these are just some economical meals. And you know what? I think I might start doing some like tutorials at home. I might start doing some little cooking videos for y'all. I don't know if I'm gonna do it live or just post the videos so y'all can see some of the dishes that I make. Like if you are needing something quick, fast, and in a hurry, and you don't want to do a lot of cooking, y'all, because cooking takes a lot of work, a lot of time, a lot of preparation, and especially if you don't have time. Thank you, Eric Markison. Y'all notice everything, and I appreciate all the compliments, by the way. So I would say just, rice. That's my go to. Brown rice, boil it, make sure it's nice and soft. And you can pretty much dress that up however you want and mix it in with some stir fry mix. But there's some other little concoctions and things that I came up with that you can kind of eat like throughout the week so you don't have to cook too much or if you don't have time. Because my thing is having the time and having the energy. Like I would cook more, but I don't really have the time and the energy to cook more at home, y'all, because I'd be so busy. I stay busy. Yesterday, when I came home, I didn't even know that I was going to come into the episode that I came into. So having to give I ended up giving both cats a bath last night, and I was not really mentally prepared or ready to do that. So I tried to record some of it for y'all. Tinkerbell and Prancer getting a bath, y'all, but it's on the phone that I'm talking on. The footage is on the phone, so I can't pull it up because I was going to see if it transferred over to this phone, but it did not. But I'm going to show you a picture of Tinkerbell. So the other night, Tinkerbell, Wednesday at 4:34 a.m., I captured this photo. When I woke up, this is what I saw, y'all. Tinkerbell decided to go get inside of Prancer's cage and lie down. She never, keep in mind, she never gets in a cage, never gets in a cage. She doesn't like the cage. So I was trying to understand what sparked her to get in the cage of Prancer, because they don't really get along, and lie down in his bed, in his cage. She has her own cage because I separated them, because I feel a little concerned for her, being that she's a female cat, and being that he's a male cat. He's a little taller and longer than her, but she's short and chubbier. She can hold her own, but I just feel like as a male cat, he's like a month older than her. Well, a couple of weeks older than her. I don't want them getting into it, y'all. So this was another night. This was on, it says Tuesday, 3:37 a.m. Again, I capture her getting into the cage of Prancer. And I'm like, what is she doing in Prancer's cage, in Prancer's bed, you guys? What in the world is she doing in somebody else's bed, y'all? It reminds me of the three bears. Somebody's been eating my porridge. Somebody's been sitting in my chair. Somebody's drinking your food, eating your food. This is a warning. Shout out to R. Kelly, y'all. Yeah, it's just so much to be going on sometimes that I can't capture everything, but I try to capture what I can. And then the stuff gets saved and I don't get to really post it because I be so busy. Mark, I don't even know what you're talking about at all. I hope you are being respectful in the comment section. What are y'all having for lunch today? That is a great question for y'all. What are y'all having for lunch? Are you going to DoorDash it? Are you going to Uber Eats? Are you doing Grubhub? Are you getting pizza delivery for lunch? What are y'all doing? Did you bring a sandwich? Did you have leftovers? What does y'all lunch look like? Um, Thank you, Don, for handling that for me. Um, Y'all, like I told you, I already had my lunch. So if you want to save money throughout the week, hopefully I will be able to share with you my little recipes and stuff on here. I got so many notes and videos and pictures saved in my phone, because this is how I remind myself of what I'm going to do. But even though it's 37 degrees here and freezing, I hope y'all are having a great, wonderful Friday. This is F Your Feelings Friday series. Mark is gone for being weird. Thank you, Don. I appreciate that. Um, yeah, just ask that people remain respectful in the comment section, y'all, because people don't like to be inundated with rude comments and weird behavior. It's not a good feeling, especially from strangers on the internet that don't really know you. It's like, you're not joking with me like that because we don't have that type of relationship to be joking with me. So why are you joking with me? I don't know. But anyway, y'all, shout out to everybody out there that's just trying to make it through today. This is what is this? Our second, is this our second week of the month? Y'all, my phone fell. Hold on one second. Phone fell. Second week of the month, I think. 7/14. Okay, so technically the first week wasn't a full week. So this is like the second full week of the month. We've made it this far. Give yourselves a shout out. Please be respectful in this chat. Thank you. You said it's 33 degrees where you are? Yeah, so we pretty much have the same type of temperature going on. And you see how I'm bundled up. And I feel like even though I dress like this, and I have a sweater and I have like a tank top under here, I wanted to dress in layers today because yesterday I feel like I did not dress in layers enough. Like I had a button up shirt, but and then I had a nice warm jacket on, but I felt like I needed a thicker jacket on because I was cold. So today I have on snow boots, guys, and I didn't bring gloves, but I think this shall suffice until I make it through here. And I've been turning the heat up to like 78 degrees at night. And then I have like one of those heaters that you plug into the wall. I keep that blasting at night because it gets down into like the 30s and the 20s. And I put that by the balcony door because breezes come in through the balcony doors, but there are these little things that you can buy to block out a lot of that breeze. They're long, and then they're like thick, and then they look that kind of like bean bag, these little bean bag things. I don't know what they're called, but they used to sell them at this place called the Christmas Tree Shops, and I never bought any of them, but they probably sell them on Amazon. You wanted to sleep in, but you were eruptly awakened, but since you're alive, no longer a big deal. Okay. Why were you awakened? Um, I'm gonna tell you something, like anything can wake you up sometimes. If you have a lot on your mind, you will wake up. If you're like your brain isn't completely well rested, or your brain is going constantly, you might wake up in the middle of the night thinking about something that you need to do or take care of, because there's so much going on in the world, y'all. And with all that being said, what is going on in the world? So we know that Minnesota situation happened, which I don't really feel like talking about that right now, but I will touch on this part in case I don't get to talk about it later. So they negated to show this, but if you check it out, because X lets you see a lot more footage, that girl, or that woman, let me say that, Renee Good, I think that's her name, Renee Good, the woman that got shot by the ICE officer. Um, they didn't show the footage that preceded the whole event. She was actually in the street, blocking the street with her SUV vehicle and honking on the horn nonstop, y'all, and trying to call attention. They didn't show that. And then it was stated that she had been kind of following the ICE agents around to different destinations and impeding, or, like interfering with what they were doing. So you said someone knocked on your door? Mm. Yeah. Ring cameras are good, or whatever type of cameras you have, because if you have the camera at your door, you can decide whether or not you want to answer that thing, okay? Because I have done it before. If it's not the right person, they going to just get left outside because nobody told you to come up and start knocking anyway. They have school meals. We've got you covered. It's a truck coming in. School nutrition services. I guess they're delivering some stuff, y'all. Yeah, so anyway, they didn't show that part of the video. So that's why I said it's a lot of stuff that goes on in that news with the news media that we know nothing about. So I have like, let me see, 12 more minutes to talk to y'all. Actually, I probably have longer than that. To be honest, I probably have like 16 more minutes. Anything pressing that you want to share with me? Anything y'all want to talk about? What's on your mind? How you doing? How you feeling today? Just let me know. I didn't really have a set topic. I just wanted to come say hi since I hadn't been on here in a couple of days. Um, I know I have been MIA. My phone, my second phone, has run out of data, unfortunately. So I can't pull anything up from off the internet unless I interrupt this phone here so I can use this phone as a hotspot, y'all. It's ridiculous. It gets on my nerves. And I don't want to mess with it because I don't want to mess up my connection. Glad to see you too. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Just wanted to give y'all some updates. That's it. Not a whole lot going on right now with me. I will be doing a real estate class this Sunday. Um, it starts at 9 a.m. She said it's going on until 2:30 p.m. That's a big chunk of the day. 10, 11, 12, 1, 2. I'm thinking it's not going to take that long. I'm hoping it won't take that long, but that's what I'll be doing. Saturday, I think she has a class. I need to check because I might be able to attend that one too, just for like a refresher. But if not, at least I'll get to make it to the one on Sunday because she had one on Thursday, but I wasn't able to attend that. And then, y'all, Martin Luther King Monday. So, they recognize that now as a holiday. So some of you might not have to work. Some of you might. I don't know how that works for you all. A lot of the banks will be closed. So if you have any transactions that need to get done, I guess get it in while you can. Um, Not a whole lot to talk about, y'all. I'm just kind of ready to get through all of this and to be out of here, to be honest with you. I'm supposed to be talking to a client later today around 2:30 to 3:30, something like that. So Last week I forgot to call her. So this week I made sure I set a reminder to call her, y'all. I got so busy when I left out of here. And then this week I was supposed to go meet with another client. She said she wants to sell her house, but she canceled. And then she said she had to reschedule because she has a lot going on with her health and doctor's appointments and stuff. So hopefully, we can circle back around later. So my objective and my agenda is to be reaching out to at least 3 to 4 clients each evening, which I haven't actually reached out to 3 to 4 clients every evening, but I have written it down in my agenda book and I have been reaching out to some of them. So I feel good about that much, y'all. My next thing that I want to work on is walking on the treadmill that I have at the house, the walking pad, because since I've bought it, I've had it for almost a year now. And what ended up happening is I ended up getting very, very sick from the children. And I was not able to physically walk because I was so weak. I had to rest. I was sick. I was coughing really badly. So I decided not to be walking and doing too much. So that interfered with that. And then I started getting busy during the summer. And it was just like I didn't have energy. I didn't feel like walking on the thing. So, y'all, that's my next goal. And another thing that I want to work on outside of that is stretching. So just everything related to the physical strengthening of my body. Building up my biceps again, my triceps, working on my wrist, all of that type of stuff, and also making sure that I'm sticking to a more nutritious, balanced diet. So I had a smoothie. Was it yesterday or the day before? I was so proud of myself, y'all. Fixed that before hand, and I brought that in with me, and I drank my smoothie. It was really good. Dark cherries, strawberries, blueberries, chia seeds, flax seeds. What else was in there? Cucumbers, um, and a little bit of orange juice. Usually, I put like some other type of juice in there. I love pineapples in my smoothies, but I didn't have pineapples. I was gonna put kiwi in there, but and I also put apples in it. Envy apples. They were really good. But my smoothie came out really, really nice, y'all. So if you ever want a smoothie recipe, y'all, I probably can show you some nice recipes. If you want your smoothies to taste good, dark cherries, really for me, for my liking, dark cherries and strawberries with pineapples. Those are the top three things that I really like in my smoothies. I did try the what is it, the raspberries, but the seeds, I don't like the seeds because like I have to they I don't like that. So you can do like the red cranberries. Is it cranberries? I think that's correct. Yeah, cranberries. Should try some mandarins. I love mandarins, CJ. How are you today? Tank or nothing? You said age? Walking is so crucial as you are. Yeah, walking is very crucial. Someone knocked on you. Okay, glad to see you. Yeah, walking is very crucial, y'all. Any type of exercise is crucial, no matter how old you are, no matter how young you are. Everybody needs exercise. Everybody needs to be in the sunlight. Everybody needs fresh air. Everybody needs to be out in nature, no matter your age, and because it's healing. The earth, the fresh air, and the sun provides healing frequencies, and also listening to healing frequencies is very important as well. We've had a few children out today, quite a few out. From my understanding, the flu is going around. And then on top of that, a lot of children, I think they've been either having surgeries or they've been sick. But I appreciate the parents for keeping them at home as well. So that's pretty much what's going on in my world, guys. I didn't really have a lot to talk about, but I appreciate the ones that tuned in. I'm probably going to take a few minutes just to have of silence and quiet for myself. Just wanted to say hi to you all. Thanks for tuning in. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Make sure you walk in your divinity. If I don't tune into you later, make sure you celebrate yourself because if you don't, who else will, guys? All right, y'all have a beautiful, blessed Friday and a wonderful weekend. And hopefully I'll be talking to you real soon. You said the flu is bad where you're at. Hope you're staying safe. Yes, indeed. I have mask right here that I'm carrying around with me in my bag. I have that. So, so far so good. We've been using a lot of baby wipes, Lysol wipes, and we haven't, so far we've been lucky because, dealing with kindergarten, you can be exposed to a lot of potent germs. One of the teacher assistants, she actually was out because she got sick. She got sick her first week. That's not uncommon. The same thing happened to me when I started working around children the other year. I got sick. I want to say my first or second week. It was terrible. It's the most horrific sickness you get is coming from little children, y'all. So anyway, I'm going to sign out, and also being around my younger nephews, y'all, when they would get sick, especially my second nephew. Oh my God, that stuff was so potent. It had me calling out from work. I didn't think it was that bad because I'm like, oh, he's so little. Don't let that fool you. The younger they are, the more potent their germs are. I don't understand it. And they bounce back like it's nothing. They act like it doesn't even phase them. And you be down and out and you trying to understand like what in the world. You feel like you're on the verge of like holding on for dear life, y'all. What's good, King Hazy? How you doing? Anyway, y'all, I will be addressing y'all later. Thank you so much for tuning in. Y'all have a great day.